Welcome to NKTelco Sports. We are here at New Knoxville High School where the Fort Loramie Redskins take on the New Knoxville Rangers. Tonight's game is sponsored by Minster Bank, Sweeterman Pharmacy, Keyhole Pizza, New Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental, West Staff, Hometown Opportunity, Lamb's Insurance Agency, 21st Century Kitchens, American Trim, PSG Automotive Outfitters, Cy Sweeterman, Wagner's IGA, Fowler's TV, Orthopedic Associates of Southwest Ohio, Upper Valley Career Center, Schwann's Mama Roses, German Farmers Insurance, NKTelco Sports, and First National Bank. My name is Ben Ayers. Alongside me tonight is Jeff Henschen. Again, here at New Knoxville, where the Carla Siegel brings her Fort Loramie Lady Redskins in, currently with a 5-4 record, going up against another very experienced coach in Tim Hagemeyer, as New Knoxville is currently sitting at 3-6.
Both these teams early in the year already, as you said, Ben, with some losses. Fort Loramie's had a tough schedule. They lost to Tippecanoe, who's a great, bigger school. They lost them a couple weeks ago. And then they lost to a few MAC teams, including New Bremen, Versailles, and Minster. So this will be their fourth MAC team that they will play. 0-3 so far. You throw in the Tippecanoe, a good team as well. They're 4 losses, but still undefeated in league play. New Knoxville has struggled. They have only won 3 games, have been competitive, have had trouble scoring the basketball. They'll look to get their offense moving, keyword moving, players in motion, finding open shots, and then hitting down the open jumper to help their offense get off this little bit of hiccup that they're in.
Yeah, two teams definitely looking to find ways to improve as we're moving on to the end of December here, as we really jump into the heavy load of league play in January. We'll be back in just a few minutes with the starting lineups and tonight's tip-off here on NKTelco Sports.
As a business owner, do you find yourself reviewing too many applications, or are you the job seeker filling out dozens of applications in an attempt to find employment? West Staff has been bridging the gap between employers and employees since 1988. Jobs range from manufacturing and clerical to specialized fields such as quality control and engineering. West Staff has the ability to operate as your company's entire HR department or simply payroll employees on a temp-to-hire basis. West Staff, your partner in business.
For over 27 years, the knowledgeable, reliable, and experienced staff at Lamb's Insurance Agency has been providing superior auto and home insurance to the people of West Central Ohio and Indiana. The team's understanding of the agricultural community and farming operations is second to none. We support the local communities because we are, well, local. If you are looking for excellent claim service, stop by or call today for your quote. Lamb's Insurance Agency, representing Ohio Mutual Insurance Group.
We're back with the starting lineups here for the visiting Fort Loramie Lady Redskins. Coming in with a 5-4 record tonight. First starter, number 32, senior Hattie Meyer. Number 42, a sophomore, Marissa Myring, leading rebounder and scorer for the Lady Redskins. Another forward, number 40, Abby Holthouse. Sophomore at 5'5", number 12, Kennedy Gephardt. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Fort Loramie Lady Redskins, number 23, Taylor Ratterman, also just a sophomore. Again, 3 sophomores, 2 seniors starting for the Lady Redskins. For the home team, Lady Rangers, coached by Tim Hagemeyer in his 13th season at the helm of coach for the Lady Rangers. Tasia Louth, number 2, a sophomore forward. Number 4, Taylor Doty, a junior forward. Megan Jurasic, a sophomore forward. Number 22, Aaron Scott, leading scorer, just over 10 points per game for the Lady Rangers, and rounding out the starting lineup. Number 14, Samantha Trago. Again, the home team with a 3-6 record tonight, coming into tonight's contest. And as you said, you kind of brought up earlier, this is going to be the 4th matchup for Carla Siegel and those Fort Loramie Redskins against the MAC, currently 0-3. Can they find a way to get a victory?
Well, they're young as well as New Knoxville. New Knoxville, no seniors in the starting lineups, no seniors on the roster. Fort Loramie has had some big wins. I mentioned they played Tippecanoe already, suffered a loss there, but beat a good Anna team early in the season. And they played some other good games, so they'll look to get things going here again. Offensively, they're out mustering the Rangers, if you will. They're scoring nearly 50 points a game at 47, so they'll look for their defense, which are so good at, to come up here and play a big part against a team like New Knoxville that's struggling on offense. So we'll see if that helps the Redskins get that first MAC win of the season against the MAC.
And they're going to start the top tip-off here as New Knoxville grabs a loose ball and gets into their offense. There's going to be a 3 launch off the mark and pulled down and off to the races are the Fort Loramie Redskins. Good drive there by number 12, Kennedy Gephardt. She's going to be fouled heading to the line.
Well, a good job by Gephardt getting the rebound on the missed 3-point shot and able to dribble the basketball and just basically outrun anyone and and picks up a quick foul on Aaron Scott, who's the Rangers' leading scorer, and now gets 2 shots from the line.
Gephardt, a 93% free throw shooter, so the person you want at the line if you're Coach Siegel. See the drive here by Gephardt as she goes up strong and is fouled by Smith. I'm sorry, fouled by Scott. Gephardt with her second opportunity. Up and good. You're going to see on made baskets a staple of Fort Loramie is man-to-man pressure here. Scott forces the ball off the floor. It's tipped out of bounds. Good defense there. And you'll see this a lot. I've had the opportunity. This is my 3rd time seeing Fort Loramie play. And Hattie Meyer maybe not be the leading scorer on the team, but she's always going to be that defender that's guarding probably the best ball handler on the team, wreaking havoc, forcing turnovers. There's going to be another turnover. On call, she's going to get a steal and a foul. And I think it's going to be on number 22, Aaron Scott.
2 quick ones on the Rangers' leading scorer. And basically, you mentioned the point guard. Scott, last time down the floor, was being harassed, was pretty physical with it, drove her body into Meyer. Nothing was called, but she didn't back away. Now she's going to have 2 quick fouls, so has to be very careful. You know, we got a long way to go. We played just over 30 seconds and 2 quick fouls on Scott.
Yeah, going to have to play. Here's a nice play, dumped into Holdhouse. Reverses it over, off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Holdhouse. She goes up strong. It's no good. It's still tipped around. Gephardt throws it out. Meyer's going to pull it out, reset the offense. Good effort there by Fort Loramie, keeping the ball in their possession.
This will be their 3rd opportunity here. You mentioned a loose ball coming away with it. Gives them their 3rd chance at the basket.
Gephardt with a nice ball fake move. She's off the mark. Rebound pulled down by number 30, Megan Jurasic.
A defensive stand there. New Knoxville didn't get a lot of rebounds, but they avoid the made bucket, so they kind of dodge a bullet there at Fort Loramie. Some good looks, come away with no basket.
Aaron Scott sets the offense, finds Louth. It's kicked out. Here's a 3 by Taylor Doty. It was good kick out that time by number 30, Megan Jurasic, picking up the assist.
Jurasic with the assist. Doty with her 3rd made 3-point bucket of the year. Nice top down there again as Meyer top down to Holdhouse and gets fouled.
A lot of high-low action. You'll see, again, one of the main motion offenses, movements you'll see in the offense. You're going to see a replay here as Doty knocks the 3 down.
Foul trouble. We didn't mention it early, but New Knoxville, not a lot of support players off the bench, and you've got your 2 leading scorers now, one with 2 fouls and one with 1. And we haven't played 2 minutes yet.
Holdhouse misses the chance for the and 1. Pushed up by Scott. Ratterman pestering her with her defense. Gonna get pulled out and reset.
A long way to go, but you think about this, while the game has started, you feel like Fort Loramie's dominating already. We're just creating the fouls, but they've left some points go, Ben, at the free throw line. Not a great free throw shooting team coming in, and they left some points, missed free throws, and now New Knoxville, good offense, gets a bucket from Jurasic.
Yeah, great execution by Jurasic as she slips underneath the screen, executes the layup very well. And like you said, it's if you were just watching the game, there's going to be a move you'd see Loramie think they're dominating, but Rangers so far have been efficient when they've had a chance to shoot.
Yeah, Fort Loramie's had a lot of good looks. That was a nice, quick one-step by Meyer, and she got it, swung it. Got a good shot. It didn't go in, but they maintained possession again.
Raderman brings it out. She's going to pull up for a jumper from the elbow off the mark. Another offensive rebound pulled down. Off the mark again. Holscher uses her size up with the left hand and good.
Well, multiple looks there. A couple more offensive rebounds. They finally cash in on a basket by Holscher. But they had 3 looks at it.
A good defense by Raderman there. Almost knocks the ball away from Scott. Over to Louth. Dottie decides not to shoot the 3 this time. Drives. She's good job by Loramie closing the gap. They're going to get another foul. The first team foul here for Fort Loramie is going to go against, I believe, number 42, Marissa Meyering.
New Knoxville much more patient. Maybe he's a lot more ball movement, but their ball movement's always on the outside. Fort Loramie's been able to get it inside and do some damage, pick up some fouls, get some inside shots, and they've rebounded very well, have the Redskins.
Louth kicks it to the corner for Scott as she drains a 3, and hot shooting by the home team gives them the lead, 8-5. Here's another quick back up and down the floor, and this time the bucket's good by number 31, Jaden Putoff. We're going to get a timeout on the floor, a 30-second timeout. We'll stay here. Give us an opportunity to thank our sponsors, helping you bring us high school girls basketball. Tonight's sponsors are West Staff, Lamb's Insurance Agency, Orthopedic Institute of Southwest Ohio, Wagner's IGA, Fowler's TV, Upper Valley Career Center, Schwann's Mama Rosa's, German Farmers, NKTelco Sports, New Knoxville Supply Company, Minster Dental Care, Minster Bank, Hometown Opportunity, American Trim, PSG Automotive Outfitters, 21st Century Kitchens, Cy Schwieterman, Schwieterman Pharmacies, and Keyhole Pizza. And on the scoreboard tonight, as our sponsor always, First National, think first from First National Bank. 8-7.
The timeout called by Coach Hegmeyer, I thought, well, yeah, he wants to get his team's act together. Hell, they're ahead. Or heck, they're ahead. You know, it's like, it just feels that Fort Loramie's dominating. New Knoxville's hit on 3 or 4 shots. 2 of them have been 3-pointers, but New Knoxville, with the lead, called a quick timeout. Coach Hegmeyer not happy with how quick Fort Loramie's been, I think, getting down the court and just getting some good looks. So New Knoxville's defense will have to improve upon that.
There's going to be another turnover taken away by Meyer, and she's going to slip and fall. Gets called for a travel. Yeah, that's what you said, rebounding and turnovers, and, you know, like you said, what, 3 out of 4 shots? I mean, that's hot shooting. Can you sustain that for an entire game?
The rebounding is probably the biggest snafu right now the Rangers have been giving up. The Redskins already have 5 or 6 offensive rebounds. They've been able to put a couple of them back in for points now. But, yeah, the hot shooting probably won't last here. We'll probably won't finish the game shooting 75%. But need to get back on defense quicker. That's something you can do yourself and avoid the high percentage shots. Morgan Leffel, number 5, off the bench.
And Knoxville being deliberate here, working the ball around the perimeter.
Fort Loramie's going to get in their hands on a lot of the basketball passing lanes, and Coach Siegel mentioned that one of her victories, I think, against Botkin's. Very impressed with how active her defense can be and how many times they cause touches. And that just may not always be steals, but boy, that gets in the offensive player's mindset when everything's being touched and tipped.
Now we're going to aggressiveness there this time by Hattie Meyer. She's going to pick up her first. 2 team fouls now for Fort Loramie as they trail the home team tonight, 8-7. Just a little over 3 minutes left to go. There's another step back opportunity off the mark. Is Doty. We've seen a lot of Fort Loramie really being able to try to get into transition on any time, even made baskets, but especially off missed shots as well. It's kicked out here. Here's Holthaus for a jumper off the mark. It's tipped out of bounds. 31, Jaden Putoff. I think the ball's going to go back to New Knoxville.
Fort Loramie doesn't use much of the shot clock.
Yeah.
But they've gotten good ball movement. They're taking good shots. They just have not hit on many of them. New Knoxville has been controlled more of the play clock, if you will. But not a good idea to stop your dribble at the midcourt there and have nowhere to go with it.
You can just see the determination. It doesn't seem, no matter who's on the ball, that's pressure defense. And they got them forced way behind the three-point line right now, which is hard to run an offense from that far away. Here they run the trap, they're able to kick it out, work it around. Be an opportunity for a shot.
Couldn't quite handle the hot pass, but that's what you got to do when there's a nice pass. couple good looks for the Rangers, have not been able to get a good catch on it.
It's in and out for Scott, and it's one and done as Holscher pulls it down, and no one's going to pick her up. She's going to go into the paint, taps it out to Meyer, reverses it to Ratterman for a three. Off the mark, another offensive rebound. This time the 5'5" Meyer pulls it down.
That's her 7th offensive rebound. New Knoxville has none. Of course, they haven't missed many shots, but Fort Loramie already 7 offensive rebounds.
Skip pass all the way across the floor. Knocked down. Number 23, Ratterman redeems herself. Missed the first one, able to knock down the second jumper for 2.
Second chance points, and there's a good job by Scott. You know, kind of being physical. She does have 2 fouls, but if you're the ball handler and the defender's not in front of you, you know, kind of muscle yourself in or force the referee to blow the whistle, especially this far away from the basket. Good chance you'll pick up a foul on the defender.
As long as you're not extending your arm away, and Meyer's going to pick up her second and have to take a seat. Checking in for her is number 43, Alyssa Rassman.
Thing is, Fort Loramie pretty deep. They'll just put someone else in to be that pesky defensive player. Pesky, I'm not real sure the word, just a one.
Pesky,
like, there you go. Thank you. Right idea there. The Rangers trying to get a little top down. Another hand on the ball, deflected.
Yeah, Scott resets. She's going to drive into the paint. There's a little floater off the back where off the mark. It's pulled down by Meyer. She's going to wait to find a point guard. Gephardt brings it, reverses it over. It's tipped out of bounds by number 5.
Morgan Leffel getting her hand in the passing lane. Leffel very active, and that just disrupts the offense enough. Even if you don't get a steal, it keeps the offense a little bit more concerned about where the defensive players are at.
Yeah, Leffel, just a freshman, seeing lots of varsity time. And Holscher and Putoff have been a lot of playing time as freshmen for Fort Loramie as well. So some young players getting some time here on, as you said, some inexperienced teams. Freshmen may leads to some struggles this year, but hopefully it builds as these players are getting this experience early on in their career.
14 fouls on New Knoxville, 2 against Megan Jurasic, 2 against Aaron Scott. And we saw the minutes ago in the first quarter. So unfortunately, the Rangers are in some foul trouble. You got your guard and your big person, second 2 leading scorers on your team will have to play very carefully.
The only positive so far is Fort Loramie has struggled to make their free throws.
Yeah, they're just 2 out of 5.
So free throw is going to bring it up to a 10-8 lead for Fort Loramie. Scott with a step-back jumper, knocks it down. She now has 5 points.
Good rhythm shot by Aaron Scott. That's what she's going to have to do, get the high screen and hit the open jumper.
Putoff,
good ball movement.
Knocked down. As you said, great ball movement leads to a great opportunity for Holthouse. Takes advantage and knocks it down.
Well, they move the ball inside, outside, people in the right spot to catch and be ready to shoot. It's one thing to catch it, but their shoulders are square. They're ready to make something positive happen.
The Rangers working the ball around.
Under 20 seconds.
It's almost, are they holding it, trying to get that last shot? It seems like they're into a motion here, try to get it under 10, see if they can find something.
Key is get a shot off, not a turnover.
Can they get the ball into the hands of a player that can make something happen? We got 3 seconds left. Here's Scott's going to drive and pull up off the mark. That's going to do it for the first quarter action here as the Fort Loramie Lady Redskins lead 12-10 against the New Knoxville Lady Rangers. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after these messages.
I happened to pivot wrong and hurt my knee. I ended up tearing my ACL. It hit me pretty hard because I love playing lacrosse. I met my surgeon and he made me feel confident about being able to get back into playing lacrosse. They always just took such good care of me and they really were confident in what they were doing, which made me feel confident that I would be able to get back to playing lacrosse.
Wegner's IGA have been servicing their communities for more than 90 years, spanning 3 generations. Wegner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and a variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wegner's today in Minster, Fort Loramie, and New Bremen.
We're back where the Lady Redskins are holding a 12-10 lead. And like we said, if you really would kind of break that game down, it's surprising. It's really even a 2-point game.
It seems like Fort Loramie has dominated. They've gotten more rebounds. They've finished a quarter 5 of 12. New Knoxville, on the other hand, 4 of 9, so a couple fewer shots. But they've hit a couple threes, have the Rangers, and that's kept them in the game.
Holscher off the mark, and there's a good rebound by Taylor Doty. His limits to the Redskins are just one opportunity, which hasn't happened too many times tonight.
Redskins 7 offensive rebounds, and as well as New Knoxville hit a couple of three-pointers, Fort Loramie hit some twos but missed 3 foul shots. So they, again, left a few points on the free throw line, but their defense has been suffocating at time. Give New Knoxville credit maybe to be fortunate just with the 10 points, but
here we can see Gephardt, Kennedy Gephardt jumps in, forces the jump ball.
New Knoxville just 2 turnovers in the first quarter, Fort Loramie with 1. So again, Fort Loramie's hands have been active. We've talked about a number of times they've touched passes, haven't come away with breakaway steals, but they've been very aggressive.
That isolation there for Jurasic, and Doty wasn't able to turn around and find her. Jurasic with the elbow jumper off the mark, saved by Doty. She tips it out to Scott. She's going to drive. Tries to get over to Tasia Louth off her hands out of bounds. Another turnover for the Lady Rangers.
First offensive rebound. They can't take advantage of it. Remember, both Aaron Scott, number 22, Megan Jurasic, number 30, each playing with 2 fouls. Scott picked her 2 fouls up in the first 30 seconds. She has not sat out. Jurasic did take a little time on the bench, but she's back. So both the key offensive players, if you will, playing with some personal fouls here early in the first half.
Yeah, you said a team that struggles to score, you can't lose your top 2 leading scorers. Here's another rebound pulled down by Jurasic. So far, better rebounding by the Lady Rangers here in the second quarter.
Yeah, 2 one-and-dones for the Redskins.
Good ball movement. It's going to get Jurasic into the paint. She turns off the mark. Pulled down by Jacqueline Leffel. She kicks it out.
Morgan Leffel.
Morgan Leffel, sorry. And a little handsy there is Holscher. She's going to pick up a foul. It's going to be Kinsey's first. Should be, I think, the 4th team foul.
Now I have Fort Loramie down now. It's 4 fouls as well, 4 team fouls.
I think they put it up on the wrong side there, but
New Knoxville has 4 as well.
Loramie with a little run and jump, able to get out of it. Here's a shot by Trigo off the mark. Tipped around and battled. On the floor is going to be a jump ball call. This time it's going to go to Fort Loramie. Yeah, Coach Siegel screaming rebound. So
mentioned Coach Siegel, a lot of years of coaching experience here. Siegel, I believe, in her 19th season. Her team recently won their 800th win as a Fort Loramie high school. I think they're the 4th team in the state of Ohio to do so. Lima Bath, Tippecanoe, Berlin Highland, and now Fort Loramie.
There's a steal by Doty. She goes coast to coast and lays it in.
Well, there's your best offense, the scoop and the score. So good job by.
Yeah, one of the first times we've seen Knoxville do that. They're going to come down and get another turnover. Trigo gets it, pushes it up to Leffel.
They mentioned
Scott.
Coach Siegel for 19 years. And she's coming in on, I think, 400 wins on her career, close to that.
This time it's the Lady Rangers with second chance opportunity, is unable to convert. Holscher's going to pull it down and push. She tries to force it into Meyer, and she's able to come down with it. Kicks it out, same spot as earlier, same result for Abby Holthouse as she knocks down another 18-foot jump shot.
Holthouse now 3 of 5 from the field. There's 6 points and kind of a wild possession there for the Redskins. Nothing really run consistently, and they were able to come away and get a good shot from Holthouse, get the first 2 points of the quarter.
Jurasic puts it up off the mark. Tipped around, pulled down by Ratterman. Over to Gephardt, and she pushes. Holthouse kicks in, good
Nice.
Ball movement, little high-low action. Holscher can't convert, though. Great ball movement by the Lady Redskins.
Maybe the pass just a little too quick for Holscher, and I believe it was Myring with the touch pass. She was a setter, I believe, on the volleyball. Or no, she wasn't. She played, she wasn't the setter, but looked like a good passer there. She saw Holscher, dumped it down to her, maybe just a little too fast, too quick, didn't realize she was quite so open and rushed the shot, but good ball movement nonetheless.
Samantha Trigo steps to the line, knocks down the first free throw. 13-14 here. Close game so far. On the scoreboard here is Knoxville's just finding ways to stay in this game right now. Trigo up and go with the second one. Here comes Loramie off the made basket with quick transition. Skip pass all the way over to the backside. It's off the mark by Putoff. Rebound pulled down by Abby Holthouse, but stolen away by Erin Scott. And now we got the Rangers on a fast break. Trigo drives in, pulls up. Off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Morgan Leffel. She can't convert. We're going to get a jump ball with Megan Jurasic fighting with number 23, Taylor Ratterman.
Morgan Leffel's done some nice minutes here in the second quarter. She's come up with, I think, all 3 offensive rebounds the Rangers have had, kept a lot of possessions alive. Try to keep this one alive for the Rangers to come away with some points.
A little inside-out action, trying to find Jurasic inside. Can she make a move? Over top Holthouse. Good defense as Holthouse also pulls down the rebound. Ratterman over to Gephardt. 2 sophomores, 2 starting sophomores, seeing a lot of action. Flashing high-low. Gephardt stuck underneath as she's surrounded by Leffel and Jurasic, and they force a turnover there as she travels, trying to gather herself.
4 Fort Loramie turnovers here and just about 5 minutes of action, so they've not had a lot of scoring opportunities when you have the 4 turnovers.
Here's a shot by Scott off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Holthouse, and she's going to try to take up the 4, but she turns it back over as it's poked away by Leffel. Louth tries to drop it back down to Leffel. It's going to go out of bounds. Turnover for a turnover. We're going to have a full timeout taken by Coach Carla Siegel. We'll take a break too. Here it's 14-14. We'll be back with more action here on NKTelco Sports.
Take your game day party to the next level with a new TV and Sonos sound system from Fowler's TV in St. Mary's. A Sonos sound system takes all the action into every room of your home and outdoors. Break your home into zones and control the content and level right from your phone or tablet, enabling you to enjoy the game or not with the touch of a finger. Add a security camera system connected to your TV from Fowler's and never leave another friend stuck outside in the cold. Fowler's TV, taking game day to the next level.
Best part of my experience at Upper Valley is getting to know different teachers and the way they teach. So you learn a lot about how college is going to be in the future. My name is Paige, and I'm from the Exercise Science program.
We're back. We're all tied up 14-14, and we're talking off the air here. The first quarter was 12-10, and teams are struggling to score here in the second quarter.
New Knoxville 1 of 11 from the field. Fort Loramie 1 of 5. Fort Loramie's committed 5 turnovers, so they've taken some opportunities away for them to score, but neither team in offensive rhythm. New Knoxville's only basket came on a steal, which was a breakaway layup. So the shooting percentages have hit a drastic low here in the second quarter. And what was a pretty offensive first quarter, 12-10, pretty slow paced here in the second.
Good ball movement as they work it around to the freshman, Jaden Putoff. She banks in another shot. Scott brings it up.
Thank you. I thought it was Meyer, but yeah, Putoff with a nice kiss off the glass. And again, good ball movement. Boy, when they catch the ball, they're ready to either pass or shoot. And they move it pretty quickly. The defense has trouble getting in your face because by the time you get it, the ball's gone.
Scott tries to drop it in the Trigo. She kicks it out. Ball reversed around. Scott with a wide open look at a 3 off the mark. One of the at top of the key is usually a good spot to be. Rebound pulled down by Holthouse. Gephardt's going to shoot a 3. Off the mark. Holthouse rips it out of Louth's hands. Keeps the ball alive. Nice pass inside to Ratterman. Cutting through the paint. She lays it in.
Pretty good timeout by the Redskins. You know, they followed up here with a couple of good possessions on offense. And after we talked about both offenses as being cold, Fort Loramie's 2 for 2 in offense, and they've opened up a 4-point lead.
It was good effort there. Holthouse stealing the rebound and then finding her cutting teammate for the layup here. As you said, coming out of the timeout hot.
And that last bucket was off of an offensive rebound, second chance.
Here we're going to get a 5-second call. It's again the pesky defense, this time by Ratterman. Scott not able to
Clear
space and gets the 5-second call. And coaching staff from New Knoxville is questioning as she was on her way to the basket.
You gotta get your torso in front of the defender, whether or not they really pay attention, but it's obviously closely guarded, and your torso has to break free and be in direct line to be, quote, open. So I didn't really pay attention, but a 5-second call, the third turnover of the quarter for the Rangers. They now have 5 turnovers in the game. Fort Loramie mentioned just 1 turnover in the first quarter, but 5 in the second quarter, so they have 6.
Holthouse popping shot, this time a 14-footer.
Well,
she's knocking down those short-range jumpers well tonight.
Exactly. Well said. Mid-range jumper. Kind of a lost art. She's got a good touch.
Something you see as they do their warm-ups, and they run a lot of action to those elbows and the short wings there. And Holthouse able to square up right in the middle of the max sign, able to knock that jumper down. But they practice that. It's almost a staple, too, in their offense, is getting people open in good positions. If you're able to knock down that 14, 15-footer,
you're going to play.
Definitely going to find time on the floor with Coach Siegel. Scott drives in, kicks it out. Doty drives, kicks it back out to Trigo. She's going to drive, put up with the left hand. She's going to be fouled. Looks like the foul's going to go number 33, Macy Imwally, 5'8" sophomore.
Trigo back to the free throw line already tonight, 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. Will look to improve upon her season free throw percentage.
Short on the first one. That was a big timeout. That timeout was taken with just a little over 3 minutes left to go here in the second quarter, and ever since then it's been a 6-0 run. Trigo misses that one. It's pulled down by Holthouse. Gets it to the hands of a guard. Pushed up Gephardt. Back to Ratterman. Knoxville's dropped back into a 2-3 zone. A lot of flash. You'll see a baseline flash and a high elbow flash by Fort Loramie trying to find the open area. She has a nice ball fake, but she's going to get called for a travel.
Right idea. Just her mind got a little bit ahead of her footwork, but boy, good ball movement, a little simple head and shoulder fake, and New Knoxville bid on it. But the feet shuffled before the ball got dribbled down and put down for the drive, and it becomes the 6th turnover of the quarter for Fort Loramie.
25 seconds left to go here in quarter number 2. Scott's going to bring it up.
I would expect New Knoxville to probably wait for the last shot here if they can. They brought Jurassic in.
It's tapped away, knocked away by Imwally. Picked up by Jaden Putoff. She's going to lose the ball off of her knee as she was going to go up for that layup. Turnover for a turnover. It's going to be just 10 seconds left to go here. See the ball staying in Scott's hands here, but I'm sure she's going to get pressured, if not run and jump here to try to get the ball out of her hands. There's going to be a high screen. Kind of an awkward motion there taking place, and Scott's going to travel and get her out of the game, I'm guessing, so she doesn't pick up a foul. Get Jurassic out of the game so she doesn't pick up another foul. And Scott's played with 2 fouls, picked up the first 2 fouls in like 32 seconds of play. Ratterman kicks it to the corner. It's tapped out of bounds by Scott. 6'10" Tyson Chandler for the Suns had a nice dunk off one of these. I don't know if that's going to happen, though, here.
I don't think you'll see that tonight. You do have time, though, to get a catch and a shot off. There's time for that. Obviously has to be quick.
That's going to be a heave for 3. It's no good. And at the end of 2, the Fort Loramie Lady Redskins lead 20-14. We'll be back after these messages with our halftime stats on NKTelco Sports.
Mama Rosa's is looking for dedicated people to join their family. You will enjoy benefits and camaraderie not available at most jobs. Our culture promotes the idea of teamwork, respect, and honesty. It also encourages excellence in our performance, which translates into a quality product for our customers. Go to mama-rosas.com to begin your career.
When I took over this farm from my dad, I knew our future success required making major changes in our operations. That meant adding acreage, more and bigger equipment, investing in powerful technology, hiring employees. We even started a seed business. Fortunately, working together with Grinnell Mutual and my local farm mutual, my agent was able to cover everything. I call that progress.
NKTelco Sports. More than 140 local high school and college games. Football, basketball, volleyball, baseball, softball, and soccer. Support your local team with NKTelco Sports and promote your business to 250,000 households in Northwest Ohio. Call 1-888-NKTelco and get in the game.
Welcome back to New Knoxville High School, where the Fort Loramie Redskins currently hold a 20-14 lead over the New Knoxville Rangers. With our halftime stats is Jeff Henschen.
Thank you, Ben. And each team really cooled off in the second quarter shooting. And for the half, the Redskins finished 9 of 22 from the field. And the Rangers just 5 of 21. Fort Loramie not able to connect on a three-pointer yet. New Knoxville hit on 2 of 6. Both those were in the first quarter. Free throws, neither team have shot many. Each team has made just 2, but the rebounding margin in favor of the Redskins, they've turned a couple of those into second chance opportunities with put-back buckets or extended possessions. And the turnover battle about even. Fort Loramie, 8 of those turnovers, 7 of those in the second quarter. And I think what's critical here is the Fort Loramie offense was stagnant midway through the second quarter. Coach Siegel took a timeout with 3:13 left to go in the period. It was tied 14-14. Now, they didn't necessarily go on a huge run, but they did finish a quarter on a 6-0 run. And as you and I spoke during the break here, it's going to be critical. This game it's a 6-point spread now. These first couple minutes could easily, if Fort Loramie can cash in some buckets and play that pressure defense, they could easily blow this open to double digits. It's going to be up to New Knoxville to find a way to hit some shots and slowly climb back into this without getting almost blown away here early in the third quarter, because Fort Loramie's defense has been pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see if Fort Loramie is able to keep the train rolling as they finish the quarter. Here's going to be a wide open three, and if you're Coach Siegel, a three-pointer nailed the first 5 seconds by Kennedy Gephardt, and you're going to extend that lead up to 9, the largest lead we've seen tonight. Great start for Fort Loramie.
Yes, big possession for the Rangers.
Good, strong take by Jurasic.
A little scissors cut. Jurasic felt the opening, went strong to the basket, drew the foul. Now he's going to have to come up big at the free throw line.
A good hard foul there by Kennedy Gephardt. And we always said if you're going to foul on someone when they're shooting, you don't let them get that shot up. And she locked those arms and ball up. Jurasic's going to step to the line here.
74% free throw shooter on the season. New Knoxville is a team hitting at 71%. Pretty good percentage, and they rely a lot of that of their offense at the free throw line, but you got to get to the line to get those opportunities.
Up and good with the second one. So 2 good offensive possessions for both teams to start the third quarter. Here comes transition offense. Here's trap in the corner. Gephardt reverses it. It's going to get a push. I think it's going to go against Jurasic, which again, foul trouble on the top 2 leading scorers for the Rangers. Jurasic's going to pick up her third.
Yeah, that's a tough break for New Knoxville, and she's going to stay in there. Have to play cautiously, smart.
Meyer sets the offense for Fort Loramie. Yeah, we see they left Scott in the entire time, so picked up 2 fouls right away. There's going to be a nice drive and swim move through as Meyering lays it in.
Her third point of the night, and 2 excellent possessions for the Redskins, and a nice finishing baseline move from the left side, kissing it off the bank board for Meyering and back to that 9-point lead.
High-low action's tipped away by Meyer, pulled down by Trigo. Good ball movement this time. Doty's going to turn around, up and off the mark, pulled down by Ratterman. We'll see a staple 2 of Fort Loramie. It doesn't matter who gets the rebound. They're typically off to the races. All the way up the floor. Meyering kind of pushed underneath. Ball reversed back around. Meyer
traveled. Maybe not.
Looked like a travel. This time it's going to be an and one, though, call. Jurasic's pointing to Louse, and it's on her. It's on her. Foul's going to go against number 2, Tasia Louth.
Good ball movement. You mentioned it. And
you went all the way around the horn twice there.
You can pass the ball faster than teams can run. You mentioned the rebounding, not rocket science. Get it out and go. You can, if you have people in the right spot, we can pass the ball faster than other teams can run. And if you got people out there that can take care of it, why not use it? Get it out and go. See what you got. New Knoxville, again, pushing down the court. Nothing there. That's fine. Now set your offense up. Get a foul.
Gephardt tries to fight over top the screen this time. She's going to pick up the foul.
It's not like you have to do layup offense, but, boy, you get some good looks. And teams sometimes just by trailing will commit fouls. And you're not going to score every time, but you're at least going to push the tempo. And if there's an opportunity, take advantage of it. Third foul against Hattie Meyer.
And two freshmen check in. Kinsey Holscher and Jaden Putoff check in for two seniors, Abby Holhouse and Hattie Meyer.
And for New Knoxville, I believe Morgan Luffel, another freshman, into the ball game for Tasia Lout.
This will be a jump shot off the mark by Jurasic. It's tipped and battled. Saved by Doty. This time she's got the jumper off the mark. Pulled down by Meyering. Over to Ratterman. She's going to push it up. Coach Siegel orders out her offense. Missed by Leffel. Holscher's going to drive, pull up for the jumper off the mark. Backside rebound. Up and no good by Meyering. Another offensive rebound. This time by the freshman Jaden Putoff, having a great night tonight.
Third chance opportunity.
We're going to get a foul there against Fort Loramie, as in transition again. A little too much hands by the Loramie defender. I'm not sure which one they're calling it on.
Number
12, Kennedy Gephardt.
Her second.
Nice post move this time by Megan Jurasic. They're really looking to try to feed her here in this third quarter.
She has had some moves inside. That time really squared up nicely and able to use the bank board to her advantage.
Great pass that time, but not able to be handled. You got the Rangers on the run, flipped up by Trigo, off the mark, pulled down by Ratterman. Now it's going the other way.
Tough shot for the left-hander. Trying to get something going on the right side. Like you said, flipped it up there, kind of a hope. Not a great shot, but, you know, sometimes you give it a chance to go in and you're successful. That time it didn't work out for New Knoxville, but luckily you get another turnover in transition against the Redskins.
And two big turnovers there for Fort Loramie, as they both times had players wide open for layups, and the players just couldn't control the ball. It's 29-18, a little over 5 minutes left to go. Scott swings it to Jurasic, skipped all the way across to Trigo. Spins back to her left hand, drops off to Doty. She drives underneath. Looks like she was bumped by Gephardt. No foul. It's pulled down and off to the races.
Nice ball movement. Good look by Doty.
Holscher gets her own rebound. Kicks it back out. We're going to get a 30-second timeout. A lot more fast-paced action here in this third quarter, as it's 20-14 at halftime. Already 9 points scored by Fort Loramie. Extending their lead up to 11. Jeff and I are going to have the opportunity tonight to pick a player of the game, sponsored by NKTelco, where that one player from each team will have the opportunity to earn a shirt from NKTelco.
And right now the Redskins, we talked about halftime, the first couple minutes of the third quarter would be key, whether that lead at halftime, which was 6, could be whittled down by New Knoxville maybe to 2 or 3, or is it going to go to double figures? Well, we're at 11 now, and New Knoxville's
almost doubled it up.
But New Knoxville's had some good ball movement. The last time you mentioned, nice move by Doty. From our angle, we have a great look at it here. It was underneath of us. It looked like she was fouled maybe a couple times, but you don't get the call and you don't get a basket. The spread gets a little bit wider, so it's a critical point here for the Rangers. Try to get their defense to make some stands and do what you can on offense and try to get some points on the board. They've been hard to come by.
Ball skipped over Holthouse for another jump shot, and she's on it again tonight. 15-foot jump shot knocked down by Holthouse. You could hear it coming. You could hear Coach Siegel yell, "Skip," knowing that it was even before she popped back, and she was wide open for the jumper.
And she caught it ready to score. They threw the ball across the court, took advantage of New Knoxville's defense shifting over, and when she caught it, was able to get a good release.
Jurasic off the mark. Here's a steal, though, by Scott. She's going to bring it down to the left-hand side. We're going to get a reach-across foul by number 23, Taylor Ratterman.
Tough break as Aaron Scott comes away with a steal at the other end, a chance to go in for a left-hand layup, but a foul called away from the basket will prevent her from getting that opportunity. And now it's going to be 5-on-5, and that's where New Knoxville has struggled. They've struggled in this type of situation, working against 5 black shirts. a lot of teams have struggled working against 5 black shirts in Fort Loramie, when it comes to defense.
Here Scott gets into the paint. She's going to kick it out. Up off the mark. Doty not able to complete his pass all the way underneath. Again, not able to be handled. It's gathered finally this time by number 31, Jaden Putoff.
Good ball movement, and Putoff ready to score when she caught the ball. Controlled it enough, got herself in a great position to score, finish the shot, and that's what it takes.
A little high-low action this time by the Rangers as Jurasic finds Doty for a lay-in.
Good pass by Jurasic and a good finish by Doty.
Little dump off to Holthouse, and the offense really picking up here in this third quarter for the Lady Redskins. And
Holthouse has just been a good shooter for the Redskins tonight.
That's going to be a timeout taken by New Knoxville. It'll be a full timeout. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Minster Dental Care continues to offer advanced dental technology in a state-of-the-art facility. Our professional team offers experience in general dentistry and orthodontics, including services such as CEREC and wireline orthodontics. Board-certified pediatric dentist Dr. Philip Slonkowski ensures our littlest patients have a positive, safe, and a comfortable experience. We are unconditionally committed to excellence in everything we do.
We're back, 3:40 left to go in the third quarter of play as these Redskins have really blown the lead 35-20 here in the
They've
third quarter.
opened up some great shooting. Abby Holdhouse has knocked down a couple mid-range jumpers again. She's having a great shooting night, 6 of 8 from the floor for Abby Holdhouse. Give her 12 points, and they've scored, as you said, in some good ball movement and nailed some shots. I like when they catch the ball, they're ready to score.
Scott gets a inbounds and goes coast to coast, unable to convert though. Good opportunity, a good look, and things just aren't going the way for the Rangers right now.
Yeah, that's a sign when you struggle offensively, those shots don't go in. And when you're on fire, they go in automatically. And turnover committed by the Redskins are 4. So Fort Loramie's not taking great care of the basketball. They did so in the first quarter with 1 turnover, but committed 7 in the second quarter and now 4 here in the third quarter. But they've also opened up their league from 6 to 15 in doing so.
Exactly, and the pace of play they're playing right now is very up-tempo, and you are going to make some mistakes when you're trying to play at such a quick pace. Inside to Jurasic, another post turnaround move, up and good. Jurasic, several good post moves here tonight.
6 points in the quarter, 8 in the game for Jurasic, and a couple nice post moves you mentioned here in the third quarter.
Bolsher finds Holthouse for a good look. She's off the mark, but again, another offensive rebound taken down by the Redskins.
A rare miss by Holthouse, but she was able to get her own missed shot and keep the possession alive.
Skipped over to Rassman, who misses. Here's going to be another drive. Here's Louth up with the shot, no good. Loose ball. She gets her own rebound, puts it up off the mark. And here's Holsher with the fast break. Nice crossover move. She's onto the floor. She loses the ball. And a jump ball is called as very physical up and down play here taking place. The Ranger faithful looking for a foul call. And Coach Siegel there a little
just the
distraught.
The look.
Yeah. Another big factor look at you talked about earlier too is the depth. You just see 3 new players check in for Fort Loramie.
New Knoxville played 6.
And a 5-second call. Good defense by the Lady Rangers, forcing another turnover.
Can they take advantage of it? And again, though, those type of turnovers, it's great, but he comes back and look, they're facing 5 black jerseys that are just as hungry as all get out to make your life miserable for the next, let's say, 20 seconds of your life. And I say that in a pleasant way, but they're hounds on defense. They just play hard.
Scott drives is going to be taken away.
First Ranger turnover.
Good hustle by Louth. She's able to defend the basket, tip it away from Meyer.
And New Knoxville's first turnover. I mentioned that great defense Fort Loramie has played, but It's just New Knoxville's they've been getting a couple looks inside to Jurassic. We've seen her make some nice moves. Other than that, it's been outside the perimeter.
Holthouse off the mark this time. One of the rare misses from that long-range jumper. But good one-and-done rebound by Knoxville as they bring it down, looking to score inside. Inside to left. Well, she goes up and underneath, no good. Jurassic and Holthouse battle for the ball. It's going to be a jump ball. Back to the possession is going to go back to Fort Loramie. And I think we got a discussion about
possession.
Yeah, about the possession. Who should have the ball right now? Give us a second here. NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of high school girls basketball on Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. You can catch us Saturday, December 30th at 12 or Sunday, December 31st at 2 o'clock. You can also catch the games on demand at nktelco.net. And while I was reading our announcement here, looks like they have a change of heart. The ball's going to go back to the Rangers.
Minute 38 and a 13-point lead. This will be a measuring stick for New Knoxville. You're not going to get it all back in one possession, but boy, you'd like to the lead, your deficit, if you will, underneath 10 points going into the final quarter.
A little victories can go a long way, trying to spark what can happen in the fourth quarter. Trigo drives in, she loses it.
Fouled.
We're going to get a foul called against number 10.
42, I think.
I think you're right, it's going to be 42, Marissa Meyer. Foul's on the floor, it's going to be underneath. And before she got going, we're going to get a travel on Megan Jurassic. Looks like they missed on the backside, the opportunity for maybe a layup. The on-ball defender kind of jumped to it.
Yep.
If they were on time, it might have worked. Jurassic just a little too quick there with her
And
movement.
then they got Jurassic, who just got the ball kind of hung up on her hip, which prevented it from getting out of her hands in time and caused a turnover.
A flare screen set for Ratterman. She's off the mark with a three. Another offensive rebound and another jump ball, and it should stay with the Redskins. 35-22 with 1:14 left to go in the third quarter. Getting the 6-point lead at half is now turned into another. Here's a lay-in for Holthouse. 6-point lead's now at 15 as a dominating quarter here by the Lady Redskins. Scott looks to drive, nowhere to go. Good help side defense, ball's reversed. Trigo for three and knocks it down. Samantha Trigo with a three.
5 points on the night. They'll need a lot more of that ball movement catch, ready to pop, ready to score. And the next solid screen up top by Holthouse. Someone needs to tell Doty it's coming.
Off the mark by Gephardt, pulled down by Scott. She finds Doty. Doty's gonna kick it back out. Here's Louth for a three. Off the mark, out of the hands of Jurassic. Defensive rebound pulled down by Gephardt. Would have been a huge three if that was able to go in.
That would have been one of those momentum changers, get the lead under 10 points, and something the Rangers need to do. And instead, Fort Loramie comes down and hits a 2-point shot by Ratterman.
Yeah, 8 seconds left. Louth's gonna push the ball up the floor. It's tipped away. Loose ball, it's heaved by number 10, Heather Heileman, off the mark. And big quarter there for the Fort Loramie Lady Redskins. Only 20 points at half, almost doubled their score at 39-25 for the Rangers. We'll be back with fourth quarter action here on NKTelco Sports.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
We knew that we could use Hometown Opportunity as an avenue to reach out to people, not just in this community, but across the state.
Hometown Opportunity was my saving grace, honestly.
We viewed it as a great resource for us to get the word out about our company.
I saw all the commercials, billboards, and I thought, just give it a shot, why not? And they offered me a photography job on the spot, which was thrilling because I've been searching for months.
The Hometown Opportunity website definitely makes that connection.
We're back to the start of the fourth quarter where the hometown New Knoxville Rangers currently trail the visiting Lady Redskins of Fort Loramie 25-39. And again, a big quarter for Fort Loramie.
Fort Loramie outscores New Knoxville by 8, 19 points to 11. They did so on 9 of 17 shooting from the field. Did Fort Loramie. That was, and remember, they opened up the half with a three-pointer. So a good third quarter and a good start, though, for the Rangers in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, great execution on the sideline out of bounds play. Gets them a bucket, cuts the lead down to 12. Here's Holthouse, a little step through. Kicks it back out for a three. It's good. Knocked down by number 31, Jaden Putoff. I think that's the first three tonight for the Redskins.
Well, they opened up in the third quarter with a triple.
Oh, that's right, that's right.
Yes, but other than that, now that's their second one.
Ball being reverse and might have needed a bounce pass instead of the over-the-top pass there. It's going to be a turnover on the on the Lady Rangers.
To put off her first three-point attempt of the season.
Yeah, 100%.
Maybe that's what you meant.
Yeah, there we go.
So put off Ivor Down as, looking at the stat sheet, no attempts, made her first one here and puts a Redskin lead back up to 15.
Unforced turnover there as Holthouse tries to find Gephardt cutting across the baseline, goes out of her hands. 27-42.
Boy, Scott, who for picking up her 2 fouls in the first 30 seconds of the game, has done a nice job playing foul-free the rest of the minutes. She's not come out of the game I'm aware of.
And to me, she's still playing a very physical game. Here's a drive. She's going to be fouled, and it's going to roll off the rim, almost an and one. Like I was saying, you pick up those 2 fouls, you sometimes think maybe that's going to get in your head and you're not going to be able to play as aggressively, but she's handled the pressure well against the defenders that have guarded her. Here's a strong take. She's going to step to the free throw line. An 85% free throw shooter on the season. Misses her first.
That doesn't look so good. A little flat, so she can bounce back. 85%, you don't make that many by mistake, so get back to the good rhythm.
But to your point, too, she hasn't come off the floor either, and she's had someone on her hip the entire night tonight. Able to knock the second one down is Aaron Scott.
8 points for Scott on the night. 5 in the first half. Her first 3 points here in the second half, all here in the fourth quarter.
High-low action trying to find Holscher, well defended by the Lady Rangers.
Morgan Leffel got her hand in there and able to knock it away just like you're supposed to do.
Baseline out of bounds play set here. Back to the corner. It's going to be a three off the mark. And it looks like we're going to get a foul on Putoff as she tried to go through Trigo for the rebound. And this could be another key factor. That's going to be the 7th team foul on the Lady Redskins, putting Trigo at the line shooting 1-1.
New Knoxville much better shooting foul shots against Fort Loramie than they are playing half-court defense. Not a quick scoring offense against a defense that doesn't allow you to do that in the first place. So you like to take advantage with your free throws.
You got to knock them down trying to score when that clock is stopped. And off the miss, Holscher tries to push it up the floor over the head of Kennedy Gephardt. So another turnover, and Loramie's kind of not executing here, letting the Rangers just kind of hang around. It's still at 14, but a couple baskets could get to underneath 10. Things can change real quick.
Well, they come in averaging, I think you said 14 turnovers a game. And they've had a large amount of them tonight, and by doing so, they're keeping New Knoxville, as you said, in the game here with 6 minutes to go and up by 14. As much as they feel like they should be putting them away, they're giving them a chance to stay alive.
Off the mark by Scott, pulled down by Gephardt. Stolen away by Doty. She's going to find Scott on a breakaway. She lays it up and in. Coach Hagemeyer is going to call a timeout, give his players a breather. We'll take a break too. We'll be back. 42-30 lead for the Lady Redskins. We'll be back on NKTelco Sports.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a third-generation family-owned business with locations in Sydney and Walpaugh, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on first, second, and third shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
We're back during timeout taken by Coach Tim Hagemeyer here as I think trying to give his team a breather and build some confidence here as the as the Rangers have come off starting off pretty well here in the fourth quarter.
Well, they've done what they have to do, and that's slowly work into the deficit. They're down by 12. Fort Loramie's been a little careless with the basketball. Only played 6 players. Wants to make sure his team gets a good breather here and get their mind reset. Here's a chance to make a run. You won't get many more chances with just 6 minutes to go, but a run here can get New Knoxville definitely in this ball game, get the momentum back on their side. And also gives Fort Loramie a chance for Coach Siegel to kind of grab her squad by the shoulders and say, knock it off. Take control of the basketball, run the offense, we'll do fine. So
we'll see if they take more of a
delayed approach.
Delayed, safe approach here, as it's been very run and gun here, even with this lead. Here's a skip pass thrown right to Doty, and another turnover. And that was just a careless throw. No one was open.
And New Knoxville nearly gave it right back, so we'll see once now New Knoxville can get a bucket here.
Scott finds Trigo. Tries to dump it into Doty. Back to Trigo. She's going to dribble in. Good defense as Meyer uses her right hand to deflect that ball away. She kicks it up to Holscher. So Meyer, again, I don't think she scored tonight, but some key defensive plays. If she hasn't scored a whole lot. Drossic pulls it down. Rangers got to go. Here's a good pass up to Morgan Leffel. She's going to go up. She's fouled. Great vision that time by Erin Scott with the over-top pass, and great hands by Leffel, able to catch that.
Threading the needle. It looked like there wasn't a lot of room for the pass to go, but she was able to get it to Leffel, and Leffel will be fouled in the act of shooting.
Leffel a chance to shoot 2 here, get this lead down to 10. Good with the first.
Her first points of the night.
Here you can see Leffel pulling it down. She's going to go up. Foul's going to be called on Jaden Putoff there. And Leffel, not a whole lot of points in the scoring column tonight, but a lot of effort play.
Yeah, she's had her hands on some defensively. She's done well knocking some passes away, gotten some offensive rebounds, made her first 2 points at the foul line tonight. 10-point deficit and another turnover. I'm not for sure which team is behind here, but wow, let me add this up. 1 in the first for Fort Loramie, 7 in the second, that's 8. 5 more last period, that's 13. 5 here in the fourth quarter, so that's
just 3
18.
minutes of play. Yeah, just in the mouth. And again, with the lead, no need to try to force. They were trying to force things. There's going to be a tap away by Meyering. And that's probably a smart foul there by Louth, but you got to take care of that ball, a chance to get it underneath 10.
Here's a chance for the Rangers, as you said, to get an offensive look and just a little, I won't say fell asleep, but an active defender in your face that far away from the basket. I like it. If they're in your face, swing low and go by them. Make something happen. New Knoxville doesn't take advantage of it. They're going to have to come up with another stand here on defense, hope for a turnover or a missed shot, and try to get it back and go to work on offense.
And there's Holthouse trying to find Ratterman cutting across, and it's deflected by Scott, but off the hands of Ratterman. So again, we're going to stay in possession. We're going to get a timeout taken. Just going to be a 30-second timeout this time. Again, a chance to thank our sponsors for tonight's game. Keyhole Pizza, Sweeterman's Pharmacy, Cy Sweeterman, 21st Century Kitchens, PSG Automotive Outfitters, American Trim, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Minster Dental Care, New Knoxville Supply Company, NKTelco Sports, German Farmers, Schwann's Mama Rosa's, Upper Valley Career Center, Fowler's TV, Wagner's IGA, Orthopedic Institute of Southwest Ohio, Lamb's Insurance Agency, and West Staff. I also want to thank our First National Bank Think First scoreboard, while currently a 10-point lead, 42-32 in favor of the Lady Redskins.
Not a lot of offense for the Redskins as of late. As looking at my notes, New Knoxville called a timeout with 6 minutes to go. It was 30-42, so that's been about a minute and a half, and they've not scored. They've had some turnovers in that stretch. I'm sure Coach Siegel trying to, again, shake some shoulders here and say, look, girls, take care of the basketball.
Here's some aggressiveness here as Meyer is going to pick up a foul. But again, that's going to put Rangers at the foul line, shooting free throws again.
It'll be 1-1 yet. This will be the last attempt of 1-1 as Meyer picks up her 4th foul. From here on out, the New Knoxville will have a 2-shot opportunity. And New Knoxville, again, 71% on the season as a team. Jurasic above 70% herself.
Knocks it down. Lead cut to under 10, down to 9. On the other side, Knoxville only 3 fouls. They're going to be able to play aggressively without having to put Fort Loramie on the free throw line.
But will maybe, as the game draws near, have to foul to get the ball back. So keep that in mind. But just with 3 fouls now, yeah, I can play very aggressively. Jurasic now with 10 points.
And great effort there. Scott's going to pressure Ratterman. Leads down to 8. Great grittiness by the Lady Rangers tonight, just kind of staying in this game. You thought you're down by
15.
By 15, yeah, 14 at the end of the half, or I'm sorry, into that third quarter, and able to battle back here. Can Loramie find some resolve? It's going to be deflected out of bounds, and you can see just the energy and momentum really shifting to the Rangers' favor.
8-point game, 4 minutes left.
I guess the question is, do they have enough gas in the tank to keep it up for the next 4 minutes and battle back into this?
Only 2 field goals attempted by Fort Loramie here in the quarter. Add on to that the 6 turnovers. They've taken possessions away from themselves. And not a bad foul, as you mentioned. That's just the 4th foul, but if Louth intercepts that pass, she's going this way for the potential score.
Yeah, you can see the Ranger players look a little winded, but one thing I want to say, when you try to be aggressive, you want to try to go for the steal on those plays. Just don't foul to foul.
Right.
Try to steal it. If you know, sometimes this ref will swallow a whistle. Here's good rotation by Doty. She's going to go. She stops, spins, shoots it up, and good.
Wow, nice score, nice play by Doty. The steal and a big-time move down here. Scott, though, is the one you don't want to maybe get the foul right there. Not really needed. But Scott, after picking up 2 fouls in the first 30 seconds of the game, picks up her 3rd with 3:40 to go here in the contest. 5th Ranger foul.
A good aggressive effort defense there, just got a little bit too aggressive.
It didn't need it there. That's one of those things where she's played clean. You wish you could erase that one for the Rangers.
Thrown into the backcourt. Ratterman just dribbles to the corner and loses the ball. Good defense by Scott, but pretty much an unforced turnover. But one of those things, where was she going? You know, you'll hear coaches say, why would you want to dribble to the corner? There was nowhere to go.
Because it was open? Yeah, just a misplay there by Ratterman. She'll make up for that. Big possession for the Rangers, down by 6.
Jurasic looking inside. She's going to get a good look at a layup off the mark. Probably her easiest shot of the night. Ball's battled. It's going to be a jump ball. It's going to go to Fort Loramie Redskins, and a big missed opportunity there for the Rangers.
3:15 in the game, 3:16 the shot. They could have cut it to 4. That was a huge opportunity, and unfortunately Knoxville couldn't nail it down, but still down by 6.
It was a gamble by Fort Loramie, and they missed, and getting a great opportunity not cashed in upon. Holthouse going to get it across the timeline. Picks it up, though, picks her dribble up. Ball's dead. Back out to Meyer. It's almost like Loramie's just kind of playing scared now. Just want this game to get over as quick as possible. Here's another errant pass thrown out of bounds.
Yeah, you're right. For them, they've lost kind of their rhythm they had in the first 3 quarters about being aggressive and being sharp. They've really going backwards here in the 4th quarter. Unfortunately, I don't mean to be mean, but it's just been unforced errors and really losing kind of what got them to this point in the ball game, then building a 15-point lead.
19 points in the 3rd quarter alone, just 3 here in the 4th quarter. Ball's deflected. Good hustle by Trigo and Meyer. It's going to be a jump ball. It's going to stay with the Rangers, but the Rangers got to take care of that ball.
Just the passing is just not crisp. Everything is so soft. It needs to be more aggressive. Fort Loramie's too good to throw weak bounce passes, and New Knoxville fortunate to have possession.
Ball inbound to Scott.
Needs a pick, didn't get one.
Ball reversed back to Jurasic. Over. It's going to be a wide open 3 for Trigo. It's good. 39-42. It's a huge quarter here. 14 points so far in the 3rd quarter for the home team Rangers, and momentum totally in their favor. Here's good defense by Scott.
She's got a 5 count almost. That was a long time with the basketball.
Holthouse, she picks up her dribble.
So the players away from the ball have got to anticipate when the dribbler picks it up, where is she going to panic and throw it to?
Gephardt swings, or I'm sorry, Meyer swings it to Gephardt. She's going to drive in. They're going to get a
palming. She had
over-under call there, and
she had the right idea. She saw the stutter step move. She wanted to delay it, but just got her hand under the basketball a bit too much. So as bad as it is as a turnover, that was an aggressive turnover, the 10th of the quarter for Loramie.
One possession game. Well, what was it? I think the biggest, a 15-point lead, I
15
believe.
By memory is what I had it down as.
And it was 14-point lead at the end of the third quarter. They've just battled back.
Whoa,
Here's a big screen.
Solid screen. Legal. It was legal.
Jurasic.
Oh my, that can't happen.
Jurasic tries to kick it out to Doty, who would have been open for a three. But off her
stuff,
hands.
That's the stuff that you can't have when you're making comebacks. Those type of turnovers, when it's pass and catch.
Let's see, Fort Loramie struggle with turnovers heavily here in this fourth quarter. We're going to get a timeout taken. It's going to be a full timeout by Coach Siegel. We'll take a break, too. We'll come back for the last minute and 33 left of action here. Just a 3-point game. We'll be back on NKTelco Sports.
Automotive Outfitters, your truck accessory headquarters.
Welcome back to exciting girls high school basketball action here, where we have a 3-point contest, and sitting at the end of the third quarter being 39-25 in favor of the Lady Redskin. Things sure have turned to the favor of the Rangers here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, the third quarter was so big when we talked about halftime, what the first 3 minutes of the third quarter could do, and Fort Loramie took advantage of it. They opened that 6-point lead in double figures and basically looked like they had it in cruise control. Key word, looked like. And it was too bad there was 8 minutes more left to go. New Knoxville got some rhythm going and started making shots, got to the free throw line, have hit some free throws, and then defensively, I don't know if New Knoxville really did a whole lot differently, but it's almost like Fort Loramie played, okay, let's not score anymore, let's kill the clock, and they've just been a step behind on offense. Their passing has just been not very good.
Well, they got a trap here. It was deflected by Louth. We're going to have another timeout taken.
I mean, it's tough to decipher what's going on, and a lot of young players on both sides playing in this game, but a near turnover forces another Fort Loramie timeout.
We'll take a minute here and let you know NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you the replays. You can catch us on Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. And this game will be rebroadcast December 30th at noon and on Sunday, December 31st at 2 o'clock. And you can always catch these games on demand at nktelco.net. Also, lots have happened here in this last minute and 29, but we handing out player of the game T-shirts for one player from each game as well.
Yeah,
sponsored by NKTelco Sports.
Each player from each team will pick, and who knows how that will turn out here. A minute and a half, and boy, like I said, what a change of predictions, if you will, if you'd asked at the end of the third quarter how this game was going to end. And New Knoxville's battled back. Fort Loramie there, just the inbounds pass. Instead of throwing a bounce pass away from the hands, just a careless kind of chest pass, gets deflected, caught in the corner, they call timeout. That's their last timeout. Fort Loramie's out of timeouts. So kind of a long way to go. Fort Loramie, though, is going to have to do it on their own. New Knoxville, though, 2 timeouts, so they'll get a break there if New Knoxville calls a timeout. But right now, you're going to put somewhat of a young Fort Loramie team in a position to finish it on their own.
Looking to go for the lob play. It's not there. Can they find? They're going to get a 5-second call as Loramie's just struggling to get the ball even in bounds right now. Great effort, again, by a team that's played 6 players. They've sustained this effort and really got this momentum going here in the fourth quarter. Force another turnover. Ball is inbound to Scott. Minute 26, 42-39.
Needs a pick.
There's a screen. She turns the corner.
Just nowhere to throw. It's not able to get a good look.
Trigo with a leaning 3, or just a 2. Foot was on the line.
Foot was on the line.
It's a game of inches sometime. That's going to be 42-41. Took our scoreboards off. That was just a 2-point shot. Well, here's a trap. Here's a wide open 3 at the top for Ratterman. Off the mark, pulled down by Jurasic.
I hope they know it's a 42-41 game. I don't think it's right. It's 42-41.
We're going to get a whistle here to make sure. I think they're going to get the score right to make sure everyone knows the circumstances they're playing under.
It was definitely a two-point shot.
Yeah, the official on this end definitely saw her foot was on the line.
And I saw it too, yep. She definitely on the stutter step. Her other foot touched the black.
The one killer to that now with this happening is you get the score set, but now you got to inbound the ball too and get back into it instead of where you kind of had your people already in offense. Here's going to be a shot for that three. You can see her right foot stepped onto the three-point line. Great catch there by our cameraman underneath. Going to inbound from the side here. We're going to get a timeout. It's going to be a full. We'll take a break. We'll be back with an exciting 45 seconds left of action here on NKTelco Sports.
At 21st Century Kitchens, we know that every home has a style to go with it. From first-time homebuyers to families with the pitter-patter of little feet to teenagers taking over the kitchen, 21st Century has what you want, customizing the style, layout, and price point to fit your budget. Kitchens by Craftmade and quality cabinets, countertops by Wilson Art and Cambria, along with availability of granite, marble, and wood.
See what's in store behind the yellow door for your 21st Century Kitchen.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Again, we're back 42-41 as Coach Hagemeyer decided to take a timeout. Play was stopped to decide the score was off on the scoreboard. The referees wanted to make sure the game was reset. It's 42-41. The three by Trigo. It wasn't a three, it was only a two. So we're going to get an inbound here. 45 seconds left. Rangers down by 1. It's really been them trying a lot here in this quarter, trying to get it into Jurassic.
High flex offense. We'll look for one of the wing players to take advantage of maybe an opportunity on the side.
There's going to be a chance to post. Can they get the ball down to her? We're going to work it back around.
They got it down to Jurassic.
Good
Someone
bounce
get
pass
open.
Inside, kicks it back.
20 seconds.
Doty at 20, 18. Time's counting down. Scott pulls it out.
New Knoxville has a timeout left.
Reversed. Trigo wants to shoot. It's stripped away by Meyering. She's going to be fouled by Doty.
On the floor, though. So Knoxville's going to have to foul again. So that'll be the 16th foul. Knoxville will have to foul quickly.
They've done a good job. They've drawn a couple 5-second calls. See if they can draw another one. Loramie struggled to even inbound the ball here. Can they find what to do? It's going to be a foul. That will be the 17th foul, and it's going to send the senior Abby Holthouse, a 78% free throw shooter, to the line.
Her first free throw attempt since the first quarter. She missed her first opportunity. New Knoxville does have a timeout left, I'm pretty sure. They send Trigo to the deep corner.
3.6 seconds left. Knocks the first one down.
2-point lead right now for Fort Loramie. I think New Knoxville has a timeout left. We'll see once.
At the worst, it's going to be a 3-point lead. They're down 2 right now. She knocks the second one down. Scott's going to inbound. She's going to push it up. She steps back. The three is blocked. Ruffle puts up the missed shot. Exciting end to a game that at the end of the third quarter didn't look like it was going to amount to the excitement we got to see, but good effort battle back by the Rangers. It's going to end in a victory for the Fort Loramie Lady Redskins, 44-41. We'll be back in just a moment with our post-game wrap-up and our final stats.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
As a business owner, do you find yourself reviewing too many applications, or are you the job seeker filling out dozens of applications in an attempt to find employment? West Staff has been bridging the gap between employers and employees since 1988. Jobs range from manufacturing and clerical to specialized fields such as quality control and engineering. West Staff has the ability to operate as your company's entire HR department or simply payroll employees on a temp-to-hire basis. West Staff, your partner in business.
For over 27 years, the knowledgeable, reliable, and experienced staff at Lamb's Insurance Agency has been providing superior auto and home insurance to the people of West Central Ohio and Indiana. The team's understanding of the agricultural community and farming operations is second to none. We support the local communities because we are, well, local. If you are looking for excellent claim service, stop by or call today for your quote. Lamb's Insurance Agency, representing Ohio Mutual Insurance Group.
I happened to pivot wrong and hurt my knee. I ended up tearing my ACL. It hit me pretty hard because I love playing lacrosse. I met my surgeon and he made me feel confident about being able to get back into playing lacrosse. They always just took such good care of me and they really were confident in what they were doing, which made me feel confident that I would be able to get back to playing lacrosse.
Welcome back to New Knoxville, where the Fort Loramie Lady Redskins were victorious tonight 44-41 against the New Knoxville Lady Rangers. With our end-of-game stats is Jeff Hinchin.
Thank you, Ben. The Redskins hold on, as you mentioned, for a nail-biter here. They finished the game 19 of 42 from the field. New Knoxville 14 of 46, a little bit better shooting by the Redskins. Three-point shooting for the Redskins, 2 of 7, 4 of 10 for the Rangers. Free throws, not many shot by really either team. Fort Loramie continuing to struggle a bit, hitting on just 4 of 8. New Knoxville doing what they do. They hit free throws, making 9 of 13. Rebounding margin, as we anticipated and talked about, won by the Redskins in dominating fashion tonight, 37-21. In the turnover category, that's what kept the Rangers in the game. Fort Loramie, 24 TOs, 11 of them in the fourth quarter, enabled New Knoxville to come back, make a strong comeback. They fall short, but turnovers, 24 for the Redskins, 15 for New Knoxville. Individual scoring in the game went like this for the Fort Loramie Redskins. Kennedy Gephardt, 4 points. Kenzie Holscher, 2. Taylor Rowderman, 6. Jaden Putoff, 11. Abby Holthouse, 16, and Marissa Meyer, 5 for their total of 44. And for New Knoxville, Taylor Doty scored 9, Morgan Leffel 2, and 10 apiece by Sam Trigo, Aaron Scott, and Megan Jurasic for their total of 41.
Yeah, a very exciting finish to the game to what we thought at halftime. In the second quarter, Fort Loramie was able to extend that lead up to 6 at half, 20-14. Blew the lead kind of wide open up to 14 at the end of 3. Well, as you said, the big number there on the turnovers really allowed New Knoxville to battle back into this game. New Knoxville held Fort Loramie to only 5 points in the fourth quarter compared to able to score 16 on their own. So wasn't the prettiest games, but I think coaches have some takeaways they can take on the positive end for both teams. And congratulations to Lady Redskins for pulling out a victory.
A hard-fought victory, their first a win against a MAC team tonight or this season, so they prevailed to come on the road and played a good 3 quarters, almost gave it away at the end. New Knoxville, give them credit. They battled back, could easily have given up, which would have been an easy thing to do, but they found a way to kind of fight back and play the full 32 minutes and just kind of ran out of time there and didn't get quite enough buckets. Made it close. A bucket by Trigo. It looked like it was a three-pointer, but her foot was on the line. Cut it to 1. And then Fort Loramie, who didn't do a lot on offense in the fourth quarter, made their free throws, 2 of them, to open up the game, and that was a deciding factor as New Knoxville falls short 44-41.
I want to recognize a couple individual performances and player of the game. First for the Fort Loramie Redskins is senior Abby Holthouse.
She finished the game with 16 points. We spoke highly of her throughout. She didn't miss many shots, and she hit the big 2 free throws in the fourth quarter, which came up huge, and congratulations to Abby Holthouse. Her 16 points and good play tonight for the Redskins.
And for the home team, New Knoxville Lady Rangers, player of the game tonight goes to junior Aaron Scott.
Could have been a number of players we talked about, of 3 of them that scored. 4 of them scored right around 10 points, but Aaron picked up 2 fouls in the first 30 seconds, managed to stay in the game, run a show for the offense or for the Rangers, was consistent basically throughout the night. scoring 10 points and did what she could, handling the basketball against a tenacious defense and really played pretty clean basketball and did so with those early fouls. Congratulations to Aaron Scott, the player of the game for New Knoxville.
Fort Loramie moves to 6-4 on the season. They're going to be back in action Saturday against another MAC team, St. Henry. New Knoxville moves to 3-7. They'll be back playing another Shelby County League team in Jackson Center. That's going to do it for us tonight. I want to thank the production team in the van, Scott Robinson and Daniel Allen. On camera, Ian Bullheimer, Tyler Wolf, and Patrick Toller. My name is Ben Ayers. Alongside me tonight is Mr. Jeff Hinchin. We want to thank you for watching girls high school basketball action on NKTelco Sports.